Let's bring more of our political team now. Rahm Emanuel and Chris Christie joining us this morning. Chris, let me begin with you. You're a strong ally of President Trump. What's your sense inside the Trump campaign as this day begins?
Well, they've had growing confidence, George, really since the second debate. And, you know, the president closed hard, worked really hard. And I think Bill Stepien, his campaign manager, laid out yesterday in his Twitter feed kind of why their expectation is that it's going to be a close race, but one they think the president could pull out. You know, for me, I don't know, obviously, what will happen tonight, but I'll be looking particularly at North Carolina and Pennsylvania. To me, for the president's path, those are the two key states that are the most in question, and I think the president will need to obviously win both of those states to be reelected. And so, to me, the key tonight for the president's path is North Carolina and Pennsylvania, and as Tom put it very well in the segment before, the vice president has a couple of paths to get there. Right.
In North Carolina, we could see those results tonight. That could be a real early indicator. Rahm Emanuel?
I would say that in the Biden campaign, there's cautious optimism. They've done two things very effectively in the campaign. One is made it a referendum on the president and specifically his management of pandemic. And two, in this campaign, style is substance, meaning the president's character, the constant chaos and conflict versus the calm and also compassion of Joe Biden. And so in that way, the campaign is on the message terrain that the campaign wanted it. So nobody, given 2016, nobody's going to do anything out of the norm. But if you look at the polling, at this point, Hillary was up 3.6, Biden is up 9%. Hillary never broke 50%. She was in the 47, 48%. Joe Biden consistently, not only nationally, but in all the three big Midwestern states, is above 50. And he's above in both North Carolina, Georgia, and Florida by very narrow margins, but above. And so in that way, you're going to see this in regionally break. There's a Southeast, there's a Midwest, and there's a Southwest, and one of those states and one of those areas will tell you where this is going to go.
I want to get one more quick comment from each of you. And Rahm, let me begin with you. You've been part of two presidential transitions for both President Clinton and President Obama. It seems pretty clear that if the Biden campaign believes they're on a path toward victory, even if it's going to take some time, he's going to start acting as president right away.
Yeah, I think that what the smart thing to do will be hit the button on the transition, green, and get it moving and indicate that you're going to basically start the apparatus of moving towards a government. It not only is you're going to need it because you don't have a day to waste, and also it sends a reassuring message that this is president-elect and peaceful.
Chris Christie, you've been part of President Trump's transition at the beginning, at least, last time around. How do you see things playing out after tonight?
Listen, I think after tonight, if the president's reelected, he'll get to moving on to a new cabinet for the second term. But I will tell you this, all this discussion of this is premature. I've heard nothing from the media and from others except count every vote and make sure the votes get counted. Let's make sure we count the votes to see who won first before we start talking about transitions.
No question about that. Chris Christie, thanks very much. Our whole political team is in place for special coverage tonight and beyond if necessary. I'll be anchoring starting at 7 p.m. Eastern Time.